everyone, welcome to another video from this series of lost items from Worlds of Wonder, Rooms of Wonder, sorry, by Johanna Basford. Staedtler Design Journey pencils, again as usual for this page. Now I'm going to start with the metallic parts on this watch. We're going to spend a little bit of time doing some detailed work to make some silver. I'm going to start with number 9, this is the black, and I'm going to obviously mark out the very darkest areas of all the bits that I want to look silvery. It's quite precise work because of the picture being small, but that's okay, it doesn't really take that long. Just working out what's going on here. And sort of marking out the bits I think would be a little bit darker. I think that might be a metallic piece there. Not really quite sure what that is. And maybe the inside of here and here as well, but we'll in the middle. We'll leave the face to do a different colour. Excuse me, now I'm looking for a slightly darker grey. I'm going to pick number 8. It's one that you'll find in the 36 set of Ergosofts, as well as the 36 sets of Staedtler pencils, whatever type you are using. I'm assuming, actually, I might be completely wrong, that every 36 set has the same pencils in. I might be wrong, don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking that bit there, but anyway, a darker grey. This one's slightly bluey, which is quite nice, I think, to do it with silvers. Sort of almost like a Payne's grey. And we're just extending that area where we started with the black. So once you've marked out the black, it gets a lot easier. Now I want a darker one. So that was 8. I think 83, which is the dove grey. Again, is slightly bluey. It should work quite well. Now we want to leave some white for shine as well, but this isn't going to be my final grey, so I'm leaving a space. It doesn't matter if it's a teeny tiny space, you just fill the space you have. Yeah, it's okay. I don't quite know what to do with that bit. And then my very lightest grey is called Cool Grey and is 800. Oops, out of shot. Did I do that with the others? Did I hold it out of shot? I didn't look. Oops, sorry if I did. And I'm just extending this a little bit and leaving some white. It's a really pale grey. It doesn't show up very much at all. It may not really pick up on camera, but do my best to get a bit out. So you can see, to get a bit out. Sounds like it's a, I don't know, a container or something, and I'm trying to get it out. Just get some colour down. There we go. So there's our sort of silvery bit. It's quite dark with the black, but I find it can help to enhance the shine effect if it's darker. So that's why I tried that. It's a little bit different, perhaps, as well. Now, watch strap. I'm thinking we could go for a brown, like a sort of traditional brown or black leathery colour, but I think maybe it might be nice to do a blue or something. And even then it can be sort of for men or women in blue, you know, what do you say? Unisex is the word I'm looking for. 63, this is our Delft blue. I'm going to go do a really gentle layer across the strap. I quite like the idea of it being something that isn't masculine or feminine, it's just something that anybody could wear. Obviously if you don't like blue, you're not going to like it. But I think it's because my husband had a blue watch. We still got it, but he doesn't wear it. It was really nice. I'm going to sharpen this now and do some finer detail. I bought it for him as an engagement present, I'm thinking. Yeah, it wasn't a wedding present, it was an engagement present. And because he didn't want a ring, he wanted a watch. That was fine. And I think when I say I gave it to him, I think I chose it. I didn't have any money. He paid for it. It sounds really weird, but yeah. It's the way it had to be. I was working, but I didn't have spare money at that point. I was just temping. So anyway, he chose this as lovely Noris watch with a really dark blue face and a navy blue strap. So I guess that's what this is vaguely like. But obviously watches vary a lot in the way that they look, in the sense that sometimes they're really big and chunky, and I feel that's not that feminine, and sometimes they're just smaller and more delicate. But obviously there's nothing to say that, you know, a man couldn't wear a more delicate watch or a woman couldn't wear a more chunky one. But for me personally, I prefer a smaller one. But I actually don't wear a watch anymore. I don't need one. I have a phone in my bag which has a time on that's reasonably accurate, because it's not a smartphone. It doesn't keep time brilliantly, but it's okay. I'm just trying to think about where it might be a bit lighter, and I'm thinking, look at the shape of this. So I'm thinking here it's a bit higher up and there. So I'm thinking we'll put dark in here where it's near the strap, where Johanna's drawn these lines. But then maybe it's a bit lighter here. Maybe it should be a little bit darker up here. And then maybe a bit light there again. And darker down at the bottom. Maybe like that. Now the little holes in the strap, I thought rather than leaving them blank, I'm going to pop a little bit of colour in there. I'm going to grab the 33, which is our cobalt blue, and I'm just going to pop a bit there, and so it just looks a bit more shadowy, because it would be like that. And then I'm also going to use this to emphasise some of the slightly darker areas. I'm sure in my last video I said that this was called ultramarine blue. I think I read the wrong name off, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I did use the ultramarine blue. Who knows? Anyway, I've got a list of all the names on my Ko-fi shop, so you can go and find it. And the list is right, it's just my brain that's wrong. Now the face of the watch, I feel like I want it to be darker, on the darker side. So I think I'm going to actually keep that 33, that cobalt blue, and put that colour in to the face. Oops, I just go out of the light. Now I'm thinking maybe be darker near the edge there. There'd be some shadow from the sort of sides. So I'm just layering up a little bit more near the edge. Yeah. Now the label, you know I like to use a colour that I've used already. I'm actually going to use one of the paler greys. I think the 83 though, not my palest grey, because I don't think it will necessarily show up. But this one is the dove grey. I am going to use it lightly. I don't want it too dark, but just gently using it. I need to go out today, and I'm expecting 3 parcels, and I don't know what days they're coming on, so I can't not go out. So, and of course, it used to be the case in the old days, she says, feeling about 100, that the postman would bring everything, so you knew once the postman had been, your post was here. But now, you know, we get the Amazon delivery driver, we get different parcel companies. You just don't know who's coming. It's exciting, but yeah, but hopefully I've got neighbours, so they might take it in. But there is our watch. I know it's quite plain with just its blue, but I'm quite pleased with it, I have to say. I would wear it if it wasn't quite so chunky. It looks a bit chunky for me. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. And please remember to subscribe and like. Maybe drop a comment as well. Yeah, thank you for your support. Have a really lovely day and happy colouring.